Namaskar from India to everyone and Jai Gurudev. This is the next episode of Theory and Practice of Guru Siyag Yoga, part 09. We have been talking about the uniqueness of Guru Siyag Yoga, and we will continue talking about that in this episode as well. So, not many people are watching as of now, but lately, many people have shown interest to know more about Guru Siyag Yoga. So let's begin with the basics. What Guru Siyag Yoga is. This is a very simple method, very simple method of meditation, where you have to sit for meditation for 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening. Nothing much to do in that, just sit in a relaxed position. And look at Guru Siyag's picture, which you can see here as well as I'll show you a separate one also. Whichever picture of Gurudev Siyag you have or you can access, you can take a screenshot of this as well. Just look at this picture, sit in a relaxed position, and you must be sitting at a little spacious place, at least 3 feet by 3 feet in a radius. Should be empty. Just sit in a relaxed position, look at this picture for a minute, and then close your eyes and focus here on the third eye. Don't do right now, just listen the process. Focus here on the third eye and think that Gurudev Siyag in white dress with goggles, with glasses, is sitting here. And then with closed eyes, request to Gurudev Siyag to keep you in meditation for 15 minutes. And then chant the same mantra which will be played towards the end of this session. This is called Sanjeevani mantra or Diksha mantra or initiation mantra. Mentally, we must be chanting that mantra for exactly 15 minutes. Without knowing whether this is 14 minutes or 15 minutes, you just keep on chanting it. But make a request to Gurudev to keep you in meditation for 15 minutes, and then your eyes will open automatically in 15 minutes time. So there are two things for a practitioner to do in this meditation. One is to keep on chanting the mantra all the time. Whenever possible, keep on chanting the mantra mentally without moving your tongue and lips. It's just a mental chanting like we keep on reading the book. And it's a very small, very little, very precise mantra, very easy to go mantra. And then doing meditation or sitting for meditation twice a day, if possible. In winters, where people are having, snow or temperature less than 15 degrees or so, then they can do this meditation for 30 minutes each, if time permits. You don't have to make any extra effort. Just request Gurudev to keep you in the lotus feet of Gurudev. That's it. And this meditation can be done by anyone, any human being on this planet. There is no restriction per se as far as the nationality, religion, race, or caste belongs to. This Guru is for everyone. And this is a universal phenomena that everyone will be impacted positively with this meditation. This is not a promotional video at all. Neither we are doing any promotion per se, as this is not a commercial activity. We are not making any money out of this. We are just helping humanity to experience this unique gift from India. This has been with India for ages, and this was actually kind of subsided or vanished, but did not disappear that way. Now this has come back on the surface. More detail can be obtained from gurusiyagyoga.org website, which I can share a link here. And you can write to me on WhatsApp. I'm sharing my number as well. We have been talking about, how do we do this meditation? So I told the method of meditation. It's very simple. If people say that, do we need to give up anything like alcohol or eating non-vegetarian food and so on? No, you don't need to give up anything. You just keep on chanting the mantra, and whatever needs to be given up, that will be given up automatically. So when you sit for meditation every day, then what you will experience is a unique thing, which probably doesn't happen in any other meditation method, or does not happen in the first instance itself. Kundalini is one of the energies in our human body, but this is the mother of universe, which has been in a dormant position for many births we have taken, many lives we have lived. Only enlightened guru can awaken that energy. As we say, this is mother of universe. So this is the reason for creation of this universe as well. And that is residing in you. But that is in a dormant position, residing at the sacrum, either the tail in the mouth, in a 3.5 notes. That is kind of golden serpent. With the order of Guru Siyag, this Kundalini is awakened in you. Whosoever is watching right now, and will be watching later on as well, with the order of Guru Siyag, this Kundalini will be awakened in you. And when you sit for meditation and start chanting the mantra with closed eyes and focus on the third eye area, your Kundalini, which is awakened, will take control of your brain, body, breath, and mind, and will scan what needs to be fixed in your body. Fixed in the sense, if you have any physical illness, any disease, any curable or incurable disease, which doctors say that it cannot be cured. But this Kundalini will scan that as well and will start performing automatic yoga to your body. This yoga will be performed by the Kundalini, awakened Kundalini, which is the mother of universe. If you experience such thing in your first meditation, you should be very happy, because your Kundalini is awakened without effort, without spending a single penny, or without even visiting any place in India, or to visit the Guru's place, or whatever. You don't need to go anywhere, but during the meditation, you will experience these involuntary movements in your body if you have any illness or any disease. The first and foremost task Kundalini performs is to cure your body. Completely cures your body. No matter whatever disease you may have, this Kundalini has the potential, or this meditation, if you do it regularly and keep on chanting the mantra all the time correctly, then you will see this miracle is happening in you. Medically, you can check that. However, Gurudev Siyag had mentioned that this is not a miracle, this is not a wonder therapy, this is not of any sort which people are trying to sell in the name of miracle or something like that. This is simply a due process in human body, which was due for a very long time, and that due process is taking place now. So every human being will be transformed from within. And this entire meditation is for the salvation, the moksha, which is the ultimate state of being. And then after that, you don't take the next birth. We all, take birth as we had karmic debts pending with us. So we have to perform those karmic debts to get something from someone, to give something to someone, to fight with someone, to get irritated with someone or whatnot. So all these karmic debts, which is called prarabdha karma, can be actually, burned by chanting this mantra. Not physically, but within us, as the entire universe is within us, that burning well is also within us, and Guru will actually burn all those your karmic seeds. So if there is no seed, then there is no further possibility of, having the plants or new karma to be created. It's very simple. So as a practitioner, you can do this. And we are keeping this, conversation very simple. And I will also play a little bit of discussion about, other aspects of life, in which Gurudev Siyag is actually explaining this to a couple of disciples in the US. And it is in Hindi and English, but you will be happy that this is in English as well. So I'll play that video for you. So when you are experiencing these involuntary movements, let these happen. Don't be afraid of these movements. Just experience. Just feel the presence of that energy in you. And after the meditation, you will be certainly curious to know who was doing this. I was not doing that, and I was not even able to control that. So that means there is some energy within us, which is called Kundalini, and that Kundalini is awakened with the order of Guru and remains in control of Guru. So don't be afraid of any mishappening in this process. Since you have not pushed yourself or you haven't applied the Hatha Yoga to awaken your Kundalini, hence you are not at fault. Since this Kundalini is being awakened by the order of Gurudev, Guru Siyag, so this will remain in control of Guru Siyag. As simple as that. So whatever is happening to your body, let it happen. And exactly whatever time you have asked for. So suppose you have asked for 20-minute meditation or 15-minute meditation, 18-minute or 30-minute, your meditation, your eyes will open automatically exactly at the time you have asked for. There wouldn't be a single minute above or less. This is very unique. And people, start terming this as a miracle. It's not miracle. This happens like this only. Since you are connected to the Guru who is sitting at the crown chakra or whatever you call it, your request goes to him. So if you ask for 15 minutes, since Kundalini is in control of Guru, then Guru will guide that Kundalini to wake you up exactly at the 15th minute. If you forgot to request, and then you may experience two possible things. One, that you may not experience any meditation. Second, you may experience a meditation which lasts for an hour or so, maybe 2 hours or so. That will actually generate more heat in your body, and that's not good for your body. Hence, it is always suggested that you should ask for specific time, maximum 30 minutes, minimum 15 minutes if you like. So in order to get the initiation, since there are procedures all across the world, there are many gurus across the world, they have set certain procedures for getting this initiation, and they have set the fee, and they have set the restrictions also. So there is no fee to get this initiation done. Towards the end of this session, we will play the mantra in Gurudev's voice. And if you hear that mantra in Gurudev's voice, then you are initiated. Congratulations. And there is no restriction, as whatever you are eating, whatever your lifestyle is, keep on doing that. Except that sit for meditation for 15 minutes each in the morning and evening. And there is no other restriction. So it is as simple as that. And this is for the entire humanity. If you feel benefited from this meditation, you should certainly tell others as well. So it has the potential to cure all your illnesses. And why illnesses comes first? Because the precondition for salvation or moksha is that your body should be free from diseases. Imagine you have, pain in your stomach. Will you be able to concentrate on the third eye, or your concentration would go to the stomach pain. Hence, this Kundalini will remove all these pains and diseases, and then you will be set free to move upward. And if your Kundalini reaches here, and it is just a little bit of distance to be crossed, it all happens with the blessings of Guru. Guru is not a physical human being, as my Guru, Gurudev Siyag, is no more physically available now. He left his mortal body on 5th of June 2017, but he had always said that his picture will not die. If you just request to the picture and do meditation, you will get all your answers during the meditation with this picture only. This picture will answer you. This is another amazing thing which had never happened. But that's how, the Indian Vedic philosophy works. So there are no two, there is only one. Hence, there are many deep meanings associated to this philosophy, and we have a very limited time to explain all this because some people may feel bored about it. That's why we are not saying too much about it. But all these answers will come to you from within. This is interesting phenomena, we can say so. We cannot say this is miracle or wonder therapy, but it will start curing everything the moment you are associated with Guru. Guru resides in you. The real Guru is omnipresent. So this Guru is omnipresent, and if you are watching this and if you are practicing this, it was not your wish to practice this. It was the wish of Guru, as Guru was looking for you. Guru finds the disciple. That's what I understood in my 7 years of practice of Guru Siyag Yoga. I have my own personal experiences, a set of personal experiences, which I have been sharing, in other videos, but those are primarily in Hindi. We will be talking about certain experiences. If I remember many, then I will certainly share those. But right now, we will be talking about the speech of Gurudev, which we left at the 8th episode. Now we will be moving to the next stage, and that will play a 10-minute or 9.5-minute video for you, where Gurudev is talking about fear, hunger, sleep, and sex. What's the importance of these, and how these are related to animals, and how we are different from animals. Okay, so that may not be academic thing, but it is very interesting phenomena to figure out that how it works. So let's, with the kind permission of Gurudev, let's read the speech which he had delivered on 11th of July 2006 in Bikaner, Rajasthan, India, on the occasion of Guru Purnima. Yep. So Gurudev says, so this is Siddhi Yoga. Siddhi Yoga. What is Siddhi Yoga? It means there is a method of mantra initiation here. Without mantra initiation, no one can attain yoga. There's a lot of hype about Patanjali Yoga Darshan, but they don't know what Patanjali Yoga Darshan really is. 99% of the people in this country don't know what Patanjali Yoga Darshan is. So people are just doing whatever they are doing. In this regard, what is this yoga? Gorakhnath ji had said something about it, meaning Matsyendranath ji was the first guru of Kali Yuga. He was a master of yoga. Gorakhnath ji was his disciple. There are 9 Nath gurus, and they are still immortal. They are not for the people, but they are immortal for me. My Gangainath is still immortal today. I'm following his orders, and he is the one who has been doing it. Understood? I'm a native of this city, born and raised here. Since they know me in different form here, I used to work for the railways, and now I work for Gangainathji. The department has changed, brother, but it does not make a difference. So this is a Shaiva philosophy. It will be a global philosophy. This girl, Joy Pagadar, will tell you what Yoga Darshan is. She will create a sensation throughout America. You will hear about it. So in this, there is a method of mantra initiation in Siddha Yoga. Without mental chanting of the mantra, no yoga can be attained. In the first chapter of Patanjali Yoga Darshan, in the Samadhi path, from verse 24 to 33, there are 5 sutras. In that, the sage has said that without chanting the name of God, no yoga can be attained. Today, they are doing yoga without chanting the name. So in this, the Guru provides a method of worship. For that worship, I will give you a mantra. I will tell you that on Thursday, not today. Today, I will only provide information about this philosophy. Understood? Now, that happens on Thursday. On the 13th, Israelis who are coming from Canada will arrive here. They must come here on the 12th, and they will land in Bombay on the 11th, and they will arrive here on the 12th and take initiation on the 13th. And after that, in August, thousands of Jews will come. No one knows how many. So only 2 religions, Hinduism and Judaism, were born out of principle of non-violence. The rest are all violent ideologies. So they are forcing their religion through violence. There is no place for violence in religion. So this is Patanjali Yoga Darshan, where Patanjali Rishi has described 8 yoga limbs: Yama, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, and Samadhi. So after this initiation, the first 5 aspects become naturally activated. Then comes Dharana, Dhyan, and Samadhi. If Dharana means faith towards Guru is not strong, then Dhyan will not be stable. If you don't eat food, will your hunger go away? You can't just say, I have kept it in halwa, a sweet dish. It has these qualities, but not serve it on the plate to you. It makes no difference. Brother, this halwa is the subject of eating after all. If you don't get results, how would you know? Have your prayers reached him or not? Now you are wasting energy outside while he resides within you. God isn't present in every heart. Isn't God present in every heart? Then why not in this heart of yours? He is present in everyone. I'll introduce you to him, but it's up to you to cultivate the friendship. And what does that mean? Chant his name. If you keep on chanting, he will eventually say, yes, come in. Can't stop you knowing him. Got it? Now there is a fascinating and unusual phenomena taking place, which is a challenge to the science. If someone meditates on my picture, then he or she might experience automatic yoga in body during the meditation. People like us who worship idols are called as orthodox. Many doctors in Jodhpur told me, Guruji, if you start believing and practicing your preaching, then we will also be called orthodox. That doctor is a professor and is the head of the department. I have 100 to 150 doctors as my disciples. So I said that to that doctor, I'm going to make the West orthodox. Let me explain why this fascinating and unusual phenomena is happening with my picture. I'll give you a brief explanation. See, I did meditation out of desperation. I was stuck in problem and did meditation. People with cancer and AIDS come to me as they are stuck in their problems. Similarly, I too had a kind of phobia. So I did meditation. My meditation started with the Gayatri mantra. I completed one Purushcharan, or ritual of changing a mantra, chanting a mantra a certain number of times, with an offering of 1.25 lakh, 1,25,000 mantras. At that time, I didn't know what Gayatri is all about. But when I meditated by chanting Gayatri mantra mentally, then this physical body transformed into a divine form. So that's the part of the speech where Gurudev have explained that how his transformation had happened. It's a very interesting phenomena, and it can happen to everyone. Since Gurudev had two enlightenments in one physical life, one, remaining in one physical body, he was enlightened twice. One with the, form, divine formless, and one with the, form divine or divine with form. So if anyone attains these two enlightenments in one physical body, then his or her body is transformed completely, divinely transformed, and then he or she can transform anyone like him or her. So that's what had happened to Gurudev Siyag. And the spiritual journey began in 1968, and he got the second enlightenment in 1984, that is called Radha Krishna Siddhi. So he is giving that same mantra to all of us. So we'll look into that later on, and we'll play that mantra for you, and you can do the meditation. Now I will be playing that video for you, where I think it was recorded in 2006 or 7, or probably 2008. And even after 16 years or so, his conversation remains so valid, so useful for all of us. And just listen to him, and then we will move forward with the playing of Gurudev's mantra. Let's begin with this.
Gurudev says that there are 4 acts that we share with animals or with all beings around the earth. The first one is fear, the second one is hunger, the third is sleep, and the fourth is sex. These 4 activities are common to all beings on earth.
Okay.
There's fear, there's hunger, there's sleep, and there's sex.
Right.
So Gurudev says that we need to rise above all of these 4 activities, transcend these activities, and the transcendence from these activities will separate us from animals. So while sex is important for procreation, it is not an act that one should deeply involve oneself in. It should be one's continuous effort to try and transcend this desire. And what I understand from Gurudev's discourse, right from the start, from all the 8 years that I've been here, is that Gurudev says that one should not reject anything that happens in one's life.
Okay.
Gurudev says that the material and the spiritual always go hand in hand with each other. You cannot neglect either to sort of transcend each.
Okay, you mean you can't neglect them, reject them, or whatever.
Yeah.
So
if you want to transcend, it's the same way that if you want to quit alcohol, don't give up alcohol. Drink as much as you want, but do the mantra and see that the tendencies that demand that will subside automatically. So it's the same way with the sexual activity. If you think that you are involved in a very high amount of sexual activity, you will find that it is subsiding gradually.
Okay, well, we know that if there's no sex, that something turns to ojas.
Yes.
But is there a benefit to not sleeping and not eating? Like, does something turn to something else, or?
Yes, with Gurudev, I know. गुरुदेव ये पूछ रहे हैं कि ठीक है मैं सेक्स का तो समझ गया, लेकिन नींद और भूख को अगर इससे ऊपर उठते तो उसका क्या फायदा होता है?
ऐसा है, योगी के लिए नींद जो है ना, मतलब ज्यादा सोना अच्छी नहीं है। गीता में कहा ना कि ज्यादा सोना, न ज्यादा जागना, न ज्यादा खाना, न कम खाना, मतलब सम में करना चाहिए। और योगी तो यहाँ तक कहते हैं 5 मिनट सो रहे तो 8 घंटे के बराबर नहीं रहा है। तो नींद जो है आलस, उससे कम बचना चाहिए। जितने मतलब ये जो रिस्टोरेशन की जरूरत है आदमी को, उतना बर्ताव है।
Gurudev just explained about sleep. What he says is that it should be our effort to be conscious all the time, spiritually conscious. And by being asleep, you're cut off from that sort of reservoir of consciousness.
Yeah.
So even the Gita, the Bhagavad Gita also says that each human being should eat and sleep only in proportion, and it should not be too much or too less.
Yeah.
One should sleep only so that the body restores its energy. So for a yogi, even 5 minutes of sleep is enough to restore his lost energy, his or her lost energy.
Right, right.
So that accounts for sleep. आदमी अगर भूख पे विजय
नहीं, भूख तो उतना ही खाना चाहिए, इतना सादा भोजन रहना चाहिए जिसका आराम से पचा सके। एज के अनुसार वो सोचे करते रहना चाहिए। अब वो मैं जो वो चीजें नहीं खा सकता जो खा रहा था पहले। इस तरह जो एज कम होती है, सिंपल और सादा भोजन समझ। और मीट शराब से तो ये छूट जाता है। इस नाम तो मीट शराब तो छूट ही जाता है सभी का। कितने लोगों को छूटा भी इंडिया में।
लेकिन मतलब इससे ऊपर उठने का फायदा क्या है?
ऊपर उठना तो मतलब नहीं।
जैसे गंगा जी के बारे में आपने बताया था।
हाँ, वो नहीं खाते नहीं थे।
उसका फायदा पूछ रहे हैं।
उसका फायदा ये है कि वो 5 तत्व है जो ना, आकाश, वायु, जल, पृथ्वी, अग्नि, डायरेक्ट नेचर से लेता है, क्रूड फॉर्म में नहीं लेता। तो फिर उसको कोई थकावट नहीं आती, नींद नहीं आती। 5 आदमी का शरीर 5 तत्वों से बना है, आकाश, वायु, जल, अग्नि, पृथ्वी। हमारा वो उपनिषद कहता है पर आकाश से वायु प्रकट हुई है, फिर उससे अग्नि, अग्नि से जल, जल में से पृथ्वी। इस प्रकार वो परम सत्ता पृथ्वी से पैदा हुई। उसको उल्टो तो वापिस आकाश तत्व में चले जाते हो। तो यहाँ ध्यान करने से वो भूख डायरेक्ट लेता है, फिर योगी गुजरते हैं। गुरुदेव 10 साल।
Buddha says that if one is able to conquer hunger, hunger brings on a sort of laziness. So if you are able to conquer hunger, you should always remain energized and always concentrated on your sadhana. And food is a form of distraction. So he says that until you come to that stage, that we had spoken about Kantakup Siddhi.
Yeah.
So until we come to that stage, your meditation will help. Meditation will bring about a change in you, wherein certain foods that are not good for your body or that are harmful for your body will leave you.
Yeah.
And you start eating food only that which is nutritious to your body, and you won't overeat. And so he says that when you have something like the Kantakup Siddhi, you attain or you consume the 5 elements on a subtle form. So he says that the Upanishads say that we are made from 5 elements.
Yeah.
And starting with Akash, from Akash came Vayu. Vayu is wind. From Vayu came Agni, and then from Agni came Jal. From Agni came Jal, and then from Jal came Prithvi, that's earth. Jal is water.
Right.
And we were all born from Prithvi. So if we attain something like the Kantakup Siddhi, you reverse the process. That you go back from earth to Jal, to Agni, then to Vayu, to Vayu, and then to Akash. So you reverse the trend. you go back to that form from which you were created, Ramakash.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Does that answer your question sufficiently, or do you still have?
No, I think that's a good answer. Basically, yeah.
And as far as sexual activity is concerned, that we discussed before, that what Gurudev had mentioned earlier as well was that if the activity is between two people whose level of consciousness matches, it in fact enhances their spiritual progress.
Oh, really?
Yes, but if they are of opposing energies, then it might cause a downfall for both. But if you're conscious enough, you will meet someone who matches your level of consciousness.
Oh, but okay.
So do you understand? If you meet someone who does not match your level of consciousness, then your
Sure.
sexual activity actually drains you of energy.
Sure, it'd be just like eating it's just like any of those other things you talked about.
Exactly.
Eating it would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I see. Okay, well, cool. There's really nothing to do just to keep the mantra going.
Yes. It's
Over
actually
time.
very effortless kind of a yoga. You don't need to put in any kind of effort, and which is what confounds most people is that if they don't need to do anything, they feel confused. Then what am I supposed to do? But
Right.
what Gurudev says is all you need to do is do the mantra, do the meditation, and let the Shakti take over. Don't use your mind to take over it.
Yeah.
It was the conversation between Gurudev Siyag, Joy Pagedar, and one of the disciples of Gurudev in the US. I think his name was Terence. Anyway, now we will play the mantra for you. If you want to get initiated, you can listen to this mantra and your initiation will be completed. You don't need to spend a single penny for getting initiated through Gurudev Siyag. Then you can continue practicing your meditation and you can write to us anytime. If you feel like, if you have any question, you can visit gurusiyagyoga.org website as well.
What does yoga mean? Yoga means a union of the soul with God or the universal consciousness force. What are the benefits of Siddhi Yoga? Siddhi Yoga heals, cures or frees the body from any physical illness, aids various forms of cancers, diabetes, arthritis, asthma, and even genetic disease like hemophilia. In the case of disease such as AIDS, which attacks the entire body, the patient may experience internal kriyas like sensation or heat, electricity or tingling. According to Siddhi Yoga philosophy, the divine power awakened by the enlightened Guru gets transmitted through his blissful voice to the listeners, irrespective of language spoken by the Guru. This divine power transmissions occurs smoothly and remain unaffected by the language being used. Regular practice of Siddhi Yoga strengthens the immune system. The Kundalini acts as a protective shield of the immune system and wards off the onslaught or recurrence of any disease. Impact of Kundalini awakening. The Kundalini makes the practitioner perform kriyas that are specific to his needs. With this cleaning, the practitioner is cured of all kinds of chronic and even terminal disease such as HIV, AIDS, cancer, arthritis, etc. and genetic disorder like hemophilia. Mental application too are completely cured and stress is completely relieved. Cling, Krishna, cling, cling, Krishna, cling, cling, Krishna, cling, Kling Krishna Kling, 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 Kling Krishna Kling.
So that's the mantra you can chant mentally all the time. And here's the picture you can download. You can take a screenshot of this picture as well. And you can look at this picture for your meditation and request to this picture for 15-minute meditation. So wish you all the best. And if you have any question, you can write to us. We are here to help you, and you are also there to spread this divine gift to all the humanity throughout the world. Everyone needs it. We surrender to Gurudev Siyag's lotus feet, and we dedicate this episode in the lotus feet of Gurudev Siyag as well. So Jai Gurudev to everyone, and keep on chanting mantra and keep on doing the meditation as well all the time. Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev.